He's heavy. I'm also heavy. I'm weak, but I.
What you have to do anything physical, you're going to have to break out of this entangle. And the way you do that is with your strength.
Strength is the only thing that I can see with the strength is 2d6.
Right, and that's pretty weak. That's ordinary strength. So, but you can push it.
And now you have to help me because I am right now on endurance -5.
Right. So if you want to, well, at the moment, don't worry about -5. There is no minus. You're at 0.
All right.
Okay. So in order to do anything, you would have to use your knockout. But if you choose your saved action right now for a recovery, you get your recovery back in both knockout and endurance.
What is recovery?
Look at it. It's right there on your sheet. It is equal to your body.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
So if you use that action right now for a recovery, you will get that much endurance back.
That's good.
You need that, right?
But in the comic, what does the recovery look like? What's actually happening?
You would we see a close up on your face, and you will say something like, "I can feel my strength coming back. I can feel, I've that's the breather. That's the breather I needed, right? That's the break. That's the just long enough for me to get my wind back." Right?
Okay,
something like that.
Right. I guess that this will accompany with that, like, all right, that I put my helmet back on.
Oh, that's absolutely. Right. Yeah. Snap. Right. Yeah, exactly.
And then,
right. Or even better, right? This and like.
Yeah. It clicks on.
Right. Exactly. Right. Oh, that's actually quite cool, right? You can see the expression on your face change. You're all nice and soft and everything, and now you're like, okay, right? So,
game face.
Yeah, exactly. So now what you will do, you get your recovery back. So you have your body. What is your body? 13?
Yeah, my body's 13. Yes.
You have 13 endurance. Had you lost any knockout before? I think your knockout was fine, correct? No, you had lost some knockout, correct?
Yeah.
You had used it.
I have 6 left.
Okay, now you have 19.
All right.
So you have 19 knockout left, and you have 13 endurance now.
All right, good.
Right. So this is actually an incredibly important mechanic for the game. So I'm glad that we are doing this. And so that's your saved action on 4, and now is your true action on 5. He has no action. So you are free to try to get out of this. So if you push your strength, you can roll 4d6.
I do that.
Excellent.
And how much does that cost?
That will be 2 endurance, and then I will roll 2d6 for more endurance.
All right. So, and do I roll first, or do you roll first?
You go ahead and roll, because it does happen.
Yeah. And now we're rolling. So this is
4 dice.
4.
4 body. Did you get the 4?
I got like only no 6s and no 1s.
Right. Perfect. Okay. So what you have done is you have snapped some of the. You have snapped some of it. What is the word I want? You have broken free of it to some extent, not fully. Okay, so that is one thing. Also, for my 2d6 roll for the endurance that you lost, I rolled a 1 and a 1.
All right.
So you have lost 4 endurance total. Okay.
All right. That leaves me with 9 endurance.
Right. Well, that's pretty good, right? So that was a fortunate outcome for you.
Yeah.
Now in let's see, and his dexterity is 12. Okay. So our next effect is going to come down to let's see here. Let me check something here. 50 feet.
I've actually an action in phase 6 also, but
Yes.
yes.
No, I know you will move in phase 6, but so does he. So, let's see. I'm just describing your situation. You have come free and been able to take a step toward the window. Now, if you had rolled an immense, like 4 6s, you would have broken the entangle entirely. Right now, it is just restraining you. Now is your chance to try to get that window open. But your dexterity has been weakened, has been driven down to 9. So he's faster than you. So, let's see.
He understands what I'm trying to do.
He may. You aren't stealthy about it or anything. The question, I have to see whether he's going to do something irrational or rational. Mm-hmm. And at this point, I'm going to determine that by an ego roll on his part. And his ego is still down there at 7. He rolls a 13, so he has failed his ego roll and he is going to behave irrationally. Right? And so instead of stopping you to physically keep you away from the window, he is going to... what is this? I'm trying to think of something very assertive he could do that is very irrational. It's just going to have to be the same attack with his crappy ego. And again, I mean, he needs like a 6 or less, and he's not getting it. So he's burning endurance like he wouldn't believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he is...
Can I just kind of... when you're determining if he's doing something irrational, is that due to the ego effect?
Well, let's talk about those rules. There are several rules intersecting, and I don't want to explain it right now. But he is having what you think of as a villain meltdown, right? Yeah. And so he is raving about everything he hates about you. Yeah. And the images of his own life, and this is where we really see images of him killing those cosmonauts, and images of how he wants to take you and cut your throat with his knife and everything like that. I mean, these are all very distinctive. He's very clear on this, but he is not jumping forward faster than you to physically stop you from opening the window. All right. So that is one thing. So what you have low dexterity. So I'm going to say there's the window there, and so you are free to try to. Now it's pretty heavy industrial stuff. Breaking it would require someone like Afsmanen to do that, right? That's not. I mean, even pushing your strength, you're taking one look at this and you were like, "Oh no, that's why I have a strong friend." So so what you are trying to do though is to pull aside the canvas, correct? Yeah. Right. There is no dexterity roll for that necessary. It's perfectly sensible action. You can do it.
I'm kind of. This is more of what I'm saying. I'm talking to the suit now.
Ah. Okay.
All right, and you have to help me here. Yeah. This is unfamiliar ground to me, and I guess this is more of your turf. So what am I looking at? And then I just...
Right, excellent. So spend 2 endurance for the strength necessary to pop the nails. Yeah. Right, for your regular strength, no need to push. And so you will spend that endurance, and then you will see.
There are a lot of galaxies here, but what I'm seeing is, are these the things that I see?
You are actually able to go into it. You can actually move into it. So that business that shows the astronaut walking in this strange space, you can do that.
Yeah, I want to do that.
That's what I thought. So, no problem. That is not, since he is not able to operate rationally, he's not going to be able to stop you. And you will be swept out into the cosmic ether to explore for a while. Now, you had talked about
this.
Right.
See, I kind of get the feeling that this is the comfort zone of my suit.
I think you need to roll 3d6 again based on what you had announced you were going to do, which is another aware. You said you were going to like let me mechanically interpret what you are doing. Fortunately, I don't have to interpret because I have rules. So make your awareness roll. So
that was not very good.
What is it?
It's like 16.
Oh, that's fascinating because now you have been blinded by the ether. The power that affects you is called concealment, and it's like you are groping through fog and can barely see, or better yet, sense your position in this state. You have lost the vessel. You have no idea where it is, and you are blinded and dazed. When it clears, you are looking at yourself in a completely different reality where you are not the cosmonaut. Sophia is the cosmonaut. You are seeing her in the suit as you are living your normal life. Visions of that life are flashing before you. You are lost in the possibilities of what was and who you are. So that's where you are in phase 1 coming up soon. Shall we cut here to Habsman?
Yeah, I think so. That's a very good...
and see where...
this could be a really... I mean, always cutting when I make a bad roll. That was...
So, Johannes Beck, you are back in your happy place.
Yes. I'm already in my pajamas. What? I think I'm going to try to... I mean, when I get back after having a cup of tea and calming down a little bit, I think it's a priority call to Ulrika.
Okay.
Just to see if she's even going to accept my call.
Well, she says that she does accept your call, and she says that she's sorry that she was angry with you. It's not your fault. You are not her pet. You don't have to, come running to her to help. She understands that. She's realized that she's angry at herself because she was mad, and is not very speaking and is pretty. She's just saying, I'm just pissed off that I get pissed off at you, and I'm so confused about, what we are doing, and I'm, this is, what am I doing with myself? What am I doing with my life? What am I, how is this any good? What is, it's not good for you, right? It's not good for me. This is terrible. She says, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. And,
Yeah. What can you do?
Mm-hmm. And as a dependent non-player character, you cannot use presence on her.
No.
Right.
No. Okay. I guess she needs more time. Okay. Did I agree on a location? I have a location in mind.
Tell me.
For meeting.
Hankvist. No, that's going to be a little while longer. You have other problems right now.
All right.
Yes. the broken some kind of glass thing breaks on the door of your front wall of your little. Do you live in one of these cool little houses
All
out
right.
there on Vinga or something
Oh, yeah.
like that? Is that where
Yep,
it is?
yep.
Okay. So I mean, there's only 5 of them out there, but you can have one.
Yep.
And so the somebody has thrown something that shatters on the front of the place where you live.
The hell?